Did you know James Brown once told Eddie Murphy to bury $1 million in the backyard? This morning I was reading an article about Eddie Murphy in Entertainment Weekly, and James Brown told Eddie if you had $1 million, you would bury it in the woods. But here's the thing. Is it possible to secure your money with land? Eddie Murphy said, why would I bury my money in land? James said, because the government will take it from you, so bury it. But Eddie was like, can't the government take your land? James said, but they won't know where it is. Eddie swears this is a true story and some of the advice he used to get coming up in Hollywood. And I quote Eddie here, we didn't have a lot of elders. Wow. Buried in the backyard. Crazy. Even sad. Sometimes the advice is well intended, but may not be relevant for the times. You know, James came up in a totally different era than Eddie Murphy and experienced a somewhat different world than Eddie did. It reminds me of the type of advice I used to receive from residential agents when I first started selling land. It wasn't relevant, and they weren't using the technology of today. You know what I mean? I think James' advice highlights the fact that we need to chart our own path to success. But here's the facts. Even if you think burying treasure in land is a good idea, you still need to own some. What's the one piece of outdated advice you received? Leave it down in the comments.